Behind every CXO title, there is a story, a struggle, a spark. Manobala isn't about designations, it's about the human behind the success. Manobala, connecting great minds. Welcome to CXO Journey and HR Mantra, presented by Manobala. This episode is proudly sponsored by Mark Spaces, where design meets purpose, creating interiors that inspire the way you live, work, and connect.
Hi, good morning. My name is Anil Kumar Sadhak, and today we are going to start the CXO's Journey and HR Mantra, the series. What a powerful podcast we are going to shoot now today, and this will help to the all HR professionals, all the who are inspired to become a CXOs, all students who are studying management students. So, today we have very truly visionary HR and learning leader, Mr. Surya Prakash Mohapatra, with over almost 25 years experience in HR, learning and talent transformation across global organization. He is working with the India top IT services company, and in his entire life, his deep commitment to lifelong, especially learning, leadership development and digital skilling, has his more than 1,000 peoples across the globe. He has coaches and mentor and ongoing. Mr. Mohapatra is passionate in terms of the purpose lead transformation. This is a few leaders which we found we have the purpose. They drive the purpose in life. Inclusive leadership and the strategic role of HR in shaping business and society. He's not thinking about himself, he think about the society as well. So I'm very delighted and I'm very honored to having Mr. Mohapatra in our show. Thank you so much, sir, for accepting our invitation, and welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me to this podcast.
Thank you, sir. So today what we are going to talk, sir, will cover multiple things. We'll cover your past experience, how you take up your role, and what your thought process behind this take up the role in build up your career. To begin with, first thing which my question is, what inspired you to dedicate your life work to learning, talent, and transformation?
Oh, that's an excellent question. I remember my early days in college when I bumped into a statement by a Chinese philosopher, and it's a common statement. Most of us know about it and have come across it, but this kind of influenced my thinking. You know, the proverb is like this: give a man a fish, he lives for a day. Teach a man how to fish, and he lives for a lifetime. So that's when I realized the importance of learning and helping people learn. When we help people learn, it can transform their lives. So learning can be transformational. So from that point in time, more or less, I had made up my mind that I had to get into a space which is about influencing people, inspiring people, enabling people, helping people learn and transform their lives. I think that's where the journey began towards a career in learning and development.
Very fantastic answer, sir, you have given. I am really, it's like first ball itself you have made the sixer. So one which quote you have quoted, if you give the fish to person, he just eat.
Yes.
But if you teach something,
Yes.
entire life he will keep it this way.
Okay.
Very, very fantastic, sir. And looking back was the moment when you realized this was more than career, or it was your calling?
Again, when I started working in one of the events in university, I met a few youngsters, and one of them was a young guy from Bengal, and he was pursuing his MBA. And in the course of the conversation, this guy told me, "Sir, I don't know why I'm here and what I'm doing." I said, "What happened? You are pursuing your management education." He said, "Well, neither I'm interested in this nor I understand what they're teaching me in the classroom. I'm not interested in this." I said, "What happened? What is your interest?" He said, "My interest is music." When I asked him, "What are you doing here?" He said, "Well, my father, who is a clerk in the government of West Bengal, and he has put his life savings in my education.
Exactly.
And I can't disappoint him now.
Right.
I know I'm not enjoying this. I know this is not my calling, but I can't help. My father is a poor man or a middle class man. I come from a middle class family. I mean, my dad has put all his savings into my education. How can I drop out and then, go out of it?" I said, "But why did you join this in the first place?" He said, all my friends were joining. So that's how I joined.
Correct.
But now I've realized this is not of interest to me. I'm not enjoying, I'm not liking. My interest is in music. So this is where I realized the power of coaching, counseling. I realized that the young people today are directionless. They're bubbling with energy. They have the talent, they have all the strength. They're extremely creative, but they lose direction. And I realized the power of coaching, not only for students in colleges, also the relevance and power of coaching for young corporate professionals in organizations. Right? That incident kind of triggered the thinking in me. And while I had already spent some time in HR and L&D by then, primarily L&D, I realized that what I'm doing is not just a profession, it is also my calling, because here is an opportunity to touch lives, make a difference to people, especially to young people, young professionals, students from campuses who are just getting into the corporate world, and young professionals who have just started their career. Learning, coaching, mentoring, these are powerful tools to influence them. And in my role in learning and development, I definitely have the opportunity and have probably the resources to make a difference. I think that's where I realize it's not just a profession, it's my calling.
Very fantastic, sir. About beyond the script I'm talking about now, nowadays there is a hype in the market, Gen Zs, about the Gen Zs. I just want to, you said the most of the people directionless. Okay. I want to talk to your opinion, your personal opinion about the Gen Zs. The Gen Zs they're doing hard work, they're doing smart work. But sometimes if you see they're creating hype. Sometimes they feel happy, sometimes they feel very sad. And it's a like mood swing happening is very fastly. What is the reason as per you, and why you quoted the directionless? Yeah, if you can, just give your opinion.
Yes, I think in today's world, in the age of technology, scientific advancement, opportunities are plenty, possibilities are many. The youngsters, especially the millennials, the Gen Z, they come with lot of energy, ambition, creativity, filled with talent. They're ambitious, want to make a difference. But sometimes what is also important for young people today to understand is there are certain things in life that take time.
Correct.
Right? Which requires patience, which requires collaboration with people. It's not instant gratification which is going to help, right? In the age of reels and YouTube shorts, etc., everybody is looking for instant gratification.
So means short term.
Very short term.
Yeah, short term.
some of the research findings tell us that the attention span of young people today is 9 seconds.
9 seconds?
Yes, 9 seconds.
And if you compare to earlier generation?
It was definitely more.
Okay.
Definitely more, but today is 9 seconds. So, if you are looking at something on the screen, you get bored after 9 seconds. You want to look at something else.
My God.
Right?
It's a very interesting data you told.
Yes. And that's a killer. That's a time waster. That doesn't allow you to focus, concentrate, go deeper into things, right? So then you operate at a very superficial level. So we'll have to help our people, young people in particular, to learn how to become patient, how to stay focused, how to concentrate, how to develop empathy, because in an era when we deal with devices a lot, we are disconnected from people, right? And that's what
we are more connecting with devices.
Yes.
But we are disconnecting with the peoples.
Yes. So emotional intelligence and empathy in particular is missing, right? So this is where we have to help as people probably who have seen both the worlds,
Correct,
the past,
exactly.
the present. It's very important we can bring in that perspective. And these generations can actually supplement and complement each other. It'll be stupid to say that the older generation has more wisdom and more experience. No.
Correct.
Yeah, the question is how relevant is our experience in today's world, right? The young people probably bring in knowledge about the latest technology, the business models, etc. So that's where I think complementing each other is the key. So when I say directionless, because sometimes when you have a lot of energy, a lot of power, you have the hunger in your belly,
True.
and you jump into the race, and then what is important is you need to take a pause, step back, and then say, what am I running for? What is my destination? What is the purpose that I am trying to achieve?
So that is very interesting to say.
Yes.
Purpose.
Yes.
We need to find out what is the purpose and
Yes.
what end goal. What is end goal is there.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
In the absence of that, you'll be in a rat race and nothing else.
Right, true.
Yeah.
So we should not be in rat race.
Yes.
We should understand that we should stay focused.
Correct.
We should be you can say, we have to understand what is end goal.
Yes.
And then we can probably will move our directions.
Absolutely.
Yeah, correct. Very interesting, sir. So now my next question is, almost you build or saved multiple thousand people careers. Okay. Who saved your careers in early days?
Who shaped my career in my early days? I think it is my spiritual master, Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra.
Okay.
Who I have been very profoundly influenced by his philosophy, ideology, and teachings. Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra believes that every human being is a living universe. He says the potential of every individual is infinite. Everyone is unique. He is the best in this world in something, inexhaustible, unparalleled. So he has immense faith in the human potential, and that kind of influenced me. His mission, he calls his mission, he calls it man-making mission, right? It's about man-making, right? While we talk about various other things, he talks about man-making. So I was deeply influenced by that. So that's how my, interest in human beings, the human psychology, the human purpose, what drives human beings towards excellence, what derails human beings from their goals. I think all this, I think kind of started intriguing me. And then and today that I'm in a profession where I deal with human beings, and try and enable and inspire human beings every day. I think the journey began, that's kind of, that was driven by my spiritual inclination and primarily by the ideology of my spiritual master, Sadhak Chandra.
Good, sir.
Yeah.
And now I can say you have the established career, working with the top India's IT services company. You have name, you have fame, almost settled in the life. After 25 years of career, what motivates you every day to do more and keep doing that?
When I wake up, when I go to bed in the night, and when I wake up in the morning, there is one thing that always bothers me, is there is just so much to do and there is so little time. So that motivates me to be at it every day, right? There is just so much to do and we have to do that. Time is running out. So when we talk about the infinite human potential, and when you also see the struggle of human beings, the young people, and you know that there is potential and there is a purpose, there is a goal, but there is also a struggle, right? How do you come in there and help human beings, help people in organizations, help young people in particular, and continue to do that? Because this is an enormous task. In today's world of possibilities, human possibilities, I think this is an enormous task of enabling people, and that motivates me every day.
So two questions here I've asked. One, first of course the problem statement I'll tell. Then of course we'll ask your opinion. One, today's era, I can see the young generation, they have more luxury. They have word in their hand, if you call the mobile phones, smartphones. You can say luxury, the comfort, the education. What they are not having is the peace. What they're not having, the satisfaction. What they're not having, the empathy.
Yeah.
So, and I can see watching the news articles, 10th grade students are attempting depression and sadness. What you found that, what could be the reason to, after having so many things in their plates, still they are worry, fear, having their life?
Yes. Multiple things. I think what you said is very pertinent. I was in IIT Delhi recently in a conference, and I met a few young students, and they said that every year about 3 to 4 students in IIT Delhi commit. I don't know how far it is correct statistically, but that's what some of the students told me. IIT Delhi, brightest minds of the country, and they commit. I asked them why. They said, love, relationships, break up in relationship, peer pressure, performance pressure. Everybody back home believe that you are the brightest, smartest kid in the country, or you are one of them. But the IIT curriculum is one of the toughest, right? You fail in one subject, in one of the term examination, and your parents just don't accept it. They say, what the hell you are doing? You went to the best institution in the country, and then you have stopped studying. You are probably, spending more time drinking and, partying, but they don't realize that their child is also vulnerable, can fail, right? Can have a bad day. And the expectations from parents is enormous, peer pressure, performance pressure. And when the campus placements, happen, my friend gets selected in the best company, I got an average company, right? You just see what is weighing in their mind. What is the measurement of success today, right? The measurement of success, which is the best B school in the country or the engineering college in the country, which gets the highest offer in the placement, right? The student which gets the highest package. Who is the best painter? Whose painting is auctioned for the highest amount, right? Who is the best player in IPL, probably who gets auctioned for the highest amount. So what is a measurement? How does the society measure success today, right? In terms of dollars, right? Money. And when the measurement of success is that, right, you are in a rat race to get there, right? Then sometimes you take shortcuts to get there. Then the focus is not about value creation. The focus is not about making a difference. The focus is not about profoundly, immensely enjoying what you are doing, but rather looking at how much money that you're going to make. So I think all of this, coming together, the combined effect of all of this, peer pressure, parents' pressure, money as a success criteria for professional and personal success, have put immense pressure on the youngsters. And sometimes, they take the wrong path, And because you have, as you said, the world on your palm, you sometimes believe that, everything is in your control, but you realize it is not. And other biggest challenge today is the conceit of knowledge. It's the belief that I know it all.
Everything.
Right? I know everything.
Yes.
So that makes you less humble, right? Less polite. The moment you believe that I know it all, learning stops.
True.
I think that's another big challenge that the society, especially I will not label this as a youngster's problem. I think a lot of human beings deal with that today.
Correct.